So, this week we have a very special segment for you guys. We specifically asked Aaron Robertson to come on and rank some WWE entrance themes before we get into the ranking. And I'll tell you guys a little bit more how we decided to do this. Aaron, can you just briefly go over your background again when it comes to music and let the audience know
Yeah.
why we think you're a musical genius?
Oh, okay. Yeah. So um I've always been very sensitive to sound growing
Mhm.
up. And so I learned to play by ear at a young age to the point where I was able to develop perfect pitch. And then I
Wow.
also have synesthesia, so I hear music in color. So music that invokes an image or different colors to me. The more beautiful the image that I get, the more I like the song and I'm into
Ooh,
it.
okay. Mhm.
Um, and then, yeah, I've been composing since I was 6 and then playing piano since the age of 5 or 4. And
Mhm.
then played oboe and bassoon in middle school and high school. Um, Went to college for music composition and theater, double majored in it. And yeah, just continued developing my skills. And after I went to audio engineering school, where I did all the right rabbit stuff. So yeah,
Yeah.
it's just been a lot of instruments and learning things, both you know, recording studio things, classically trained kind of things, jazz stuff, everything in between, choirs. And I
Mhm.
was in New York State, so we have NISMA, the New York State
Mhm.
School of Music Associate.
Music.
Yeah,
Yeah.
something
Mhm.
that.
Like that?
And there's always those all state, all county ensembles,
Mhm.
where like the best of the best from each of those different areas come. So I've done all county, I've done all state, I've done area all state, which is like a portion of the state. Yeah.
Mhm.
So yeah, it was really cool to be able to do that growing up. And so yeah, music has just been a constant throughout my life, and to this day it still is. So yeah.
That's awesome. Yes. So what we did was we sent Aaron about 20 or so, mostly modern
Yeah.
WWE themes.
Mm-hmm.
We did not send him like all of the classics. So, this won't be a top 10 wrestling themes of
Mm-hmm.
all time or anything like that. It's the top 10 out of the ones that we sent him. So we will link the
Mm-hmm.
playlist, the Spotify playlist that we sent him in the chat as well if you want to see uh what he had to choose from, but we
Mhm.
then asked him to pick a top 10 and rank a top 10. Before we get to the top 10, are there any honorable mentions maybe you might want to
Yes.
shout out, Aaron?
Oh yeah, yeah. I definitely,
Ooh.
yeah, especially since I had to put Rebel Heart in, that kicked a couple things down.
Mhm.
So
Oh, we'd love to hear it.
there are 3
Okay.
honorable mentions
Okay,
that
give us
I
the
wanted to
first
mention.
the first one.
And we're gonna try and bear with us here. We're gonna try and have Aaron play a little bit of the entrance theme into his mic and then explain his choices.
I wonder
All
what
right,
it'll be.
So
Aaron.
yeah, my first honorable mention, or the one that came in 13th, um, was this one.
Hey! Oh! Oh!
So when I first heard the beginning of this,
My
I was
heart.
like, I don't know about this theme. And then with that drop happen, I was like, okay,
Uh-huh.
okay, now I'm here. Now I'm here. And
Oh
I will
gosh.
say, all of these I really liked. Like from
Okay.
this one upwards, I really liked
Uh,
all of these. It was really hard to rank them. Uh
yes. So
so
for
like yeah.
those who may have not heard all of it, that was "Sky's the Limit," Sasha Banks' theme song, and
Yeah.
I think we immediately had a whole bunch of people just turn us off.
And you know what I'll also say? I think that was, and by the way, specifically, I believe that's the version with Snoop Dogg. I think that's the Snoop Dogg version.
Yeah, this is Snoop Dogg
it's the Snoop Dogg version. Okay. All right. So it's not her original version. Okay.
I mean, some might say it's even better. But look, Aaron is the expert here.
We're listening to Aaron. We are taking our wrestling love out of this.
This is not our journey. We're not hurt.
It's because music is subjective. It is really hard to rank because like this
and
song,
we're not dragging you. I promise.
This song would be on my playlist. Like I would listen to this all the time.
Put it on.
Like I really like this song. It just, I like some more.
So wait, just to add, so all of the other ones, like you would even put those on your playlist too. The other ones we're gonna hear from.
Yeah, I probably would. Yeah.
Cool. Okay, I'm excited.
All right. So what's our second honorable?
Yeah, I think over time this one would probably rise in the ranks, but just from a couple listens, this is just where it ended up at the time.
Yeah, and I think we also the theme of the theme song is equated to your love of the wrestler. So for us, so like that's
right.
That's just human emotion. So I like this like very objective because you might know some of these wrestlers, you might not. So I like just what you think based off the theme itself.
The theme, the theme itself. Yeah, I'm not attaching it to the wrestlers at all.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So we have
there was ones that I was like very nostalgic for that I would.
I'm dying to hear what this ranking looks like, Aaron.
Yeah. So, these are honorable mentions. We're not gonna.
We have a strong reaction to the first one.
That was a very strong. I had to open with. I didn't want to not talk about it because it was like that was the one that really like caught me. So, I'm a big fan of chords. And so the opening of this would have put it in the top 10 if not for the rest of this theme. That's why it didn't quite make it. So in 12th, I have this one. Yeah, which like when that started, I was like, ooh, yeah. I was like, ooh, what are we gonna get? And then it kind of, it was like it was a very strong wrestling theme. Like I could definitely see, Kurt Angle walking out to this.
Yes, that is Kurt Angle metal. Is that one?
Yes.
All right. Next honorable mention.
Yes, the last honorable mention, or the one that missed the top 10.
Just missed it because of Johnny Gargano.
I just really loved the guitar in this theme.
Why is Matt so guarded?
A storm is coming.
And that had me. Yeah. The guitar was so good. Well, you didn't get the guitar, but a storm is coming. I was like, ooh.
From my favorite,
tell me, honey, you got a big storm coming.
Oh my god. Jade Cargill, the baddie section over in All Elite Wrestling, another wrestling company, but I had to add this because I wanted to see if this jumped out. But a queen, we talked about her way too much last week. Need to still clip that and send it to her so she could have me officially in the baddie section. But Jade, if you're watching this, we've got you. You're an honorable mention. Maybe you need to up the theme song a little to end up on the top 10, but nothing.
Okay. Yes, that was a good one. Number 10.
Number 10. I really liked this theme. It was in E minor, and E to me has always been clear. So I've always associated it with water. And so when they put minor seconds in there, adding F notes in there, F to me has always been like a burgundy. So the song gave me an image of blood and water. And I thought this was perfect for a heel. And that's why it landed in my top 10, because I thought that it really fit her so well, more than her original theme, which, spoiler alert, I will say I put last because I did not like it. Didn't fit her at all, and I feel like
Ooh.
this one fits her so much better. And so number 10, I have.
Yes.
Yeah. So the E minor is in here, and so we get like and so with that guitar in there, that guitar really helped give the image of Blood and Water to me. So I really liked this theme for Bailey. This is Deliverance. Turn It Up, I had dead last. I didn't like Turn It Up at all, but I felt
so
like
funny.
Deliverance was so
Wow.
much better for her as far as who she is right now. So
Yeah, because that's a great point. Like, Turn It Up for Babyface Bailey. I mean, the kids loved it.
I
she
mean,
was
it's
just
like it was just very generic for me. It was
generic, exactly.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
it appeals to a wider audience. So I also am a huge fan of Deliverance, this heel theme. It, like, very rarely in wrestling theme songs do you get it where just the chords themselves are what can make you strike up the wrestler. Like, that's how you know that the wrestler is good and that the theme song is good, is that if you just hear the chords, then you're like, oh, I know who's coming out. Sound bites are great too. I mean, some of the greatest wrestling themes are started by sound bites. You know, Glass Shattering for Stone Cold, you know, The Rock's voice. Like, that's iconic as well, but I think it takes another level of, like, artistry when it comes to the wrestler and the production for it to just be one guitar chord and then you know who it is, because I don't know none of that E minor stuff. And the moment you played it, I was like, oh, I know who this is, you know? So I think that's great.
Yes.
Yeah, I love this, by the way. I love it. And just a big
I'm learning.
I'm learning so much, loving all of this. Like, and yeah, we need to keep going on. I don't want to interrupt. This is magical.
So number 9, I'll just play it and I'll explain afterwards.
Okay.
So this is number 9. Like, that heartbeat monitor, it took me in. I was like, ooh, we're about to get somebody coming out.
It took you in, but it took me out.
I was like, wow,
Literally.
So yeah, that was No One Will Survive.
Tommaso Ciampa.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. Tommaso Ciampa's theme song, that one, iconic. It's like Blackheart. That was his Blackheart days where he was like a stone cold killer heel.
And I could definitely get that from this song.
Yes. And before he had this song, he came out to dead silence. He came out to boos. Like, people hated him so much, he wouldn't have any music and he would just be accompanied to the ring by boos. Ugh, amazing. He's had some of the greatest theme songs, and it just really sucks that his current one is so generic. The current one is generic to me. Like, it's okay. It's okay.
It's okay. We'll get over it. We'll get over it.
I love No One Will Survive because it's in C sharp or D flat, you know, for those of you who like the enharmonic version of that chord. You know, C sharp minor I've always seen as black. I've seen as midnight to me. So like you know, a very dark night, black. So the fact that that was Blackheart, perfect sense. Like, perfect sense to me. Completely goes with that music. So yeah, perfect to know. My number 8.
Ooh, number 8. Oh,
number 8. I love, and I hope I have the correct song here. Oh, well, it is the correct song, but I hope I have if I remember this correctly. I'm a sucker for a club kind of music.
Oh, wait a minute.
I love club. I as soon as I heard this, I was like, I would listen to this normally. Like, how would I not have this in my top 10?
Okay,
you know?
I think I have a guess.
So,
I think I
don't know.
I think I know.
Okay.
Should we try a guess?
I hope,
Wait.
No.
Yeah, you can guess.
Okay.
I don't have a guess.
You can guess,
Okay.
and then I'll play the
Street
song after
Profits.
you guess.
I think it's Street Profits.
Okay.
All right, play the song. Play the song. All right, it was one of them.
I just like I love like
Bring
that
it to the
like
floor.
late 2000s,
Mhm.
early 2010 party rock kind of, like we're in the I did like yeah.
Club.
There
We
was
in the
nothing
club.
special about the music. I just really liked the lyrics of this one.
Yeah.
The lyrics really carried this one for me. And I think, it's interesting because for me, A minor, A is white to me, so the opposite of black actually. And so, but because it's A minor and it has the clear E and the dark red of C to me, so like the white and the red and the clear actually goes really well with the neon cover because of the glow in the darkness. So it actually fits Naomi very well.
Yes.
I would say.
Yes, Naomi.
Oh.
Amazing.
Feeling the
I love that
glow.
song. Feel the glow.
Yeah, and
And look at
I was
Naomi.
really curious.
Stunning.
I was stunning, and I was so curious with this one, like where she would go, where you'd place, just because Naomi is color, like in all color, all over the place, like all of it. So it's good to hear the neon fits really well with the theme, and it's no surprise.
Yeah.
All right.
Number 7.
Number 7.
Oh, sorry. Unless you
Yeah,
still had more
number
to talk about,
7.
Naomi.
So I love having fun, and Guitar Hero was so influential on me growing up because it let
wait a
me
minute.
listen to a lot of
I love
rock
Guitar
and metal
Hero.
bands.
Mhm.
So that kind of influenced a lot of my top 7 here, I will say.
Oh, okay.
It does not
So
classify
nervous,
all of
by the
them,
way.
but it does classify most of them. And this, as soon as I heard this, I said, put it in the top 10 because it's very fun. Now, while the music does not match their costumes or their outfits, I should say, I think the music matched their spirit. It matched their youth, I shall say.
Thank you. I was literally just about to say je ne sais quoi.
I saw it.
So here we go. Here, maybe they're not actually supposed to be youthful, but that's maybe from their name. That's kind of what I got. But so
yes, the Young Bucks.
I love having fun. I love. It was the guitar. It really did it for me.
It worked hard there.
So fun to hear that live.
That was a riff. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
Superkick party. Number 6.
Yes, number 6. Ooh, this was an interesting one.
I didn't.
For me.
Yeah, I was about to say I didn't even give Matt enough time to pull up a picture. Yeah.
I know what number 6 is.
Sorry.
Yeah, this is the one. This is the most recent edition.
Okay.
It is, of course, the very iconic. This. I just really liked this song a lot, and I think it does match his vibe very well. Johnny Gargano.
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 I love.
Oh my god, it looked like it's Gargano. Yeah.
I love Rebel Heart by Johnny Gargano. Like it, I have said it before on this podcast. That's probably one of my favorite WWE theme songs. I'm pretty sure it's probably my favorite men's theme song. It is just so good. Every time I hear it, I get chills because the lyrics. I think the lyrics match the like the music. Knowing his struggle as like an underdog baby face truly just puts it all together. Love it.
Yeah, and I mean, this is look, the Rebel Heart is easily a favorite for so many wrestling fans. And again, it's back to what you said, Mari, about it's the story, it's like his size as a smaller competitor, it's his energy, it's all of it. He's a rebel. He brings so much heart, and so love it. And you know what? And it's no surprise that people heard the theme song and exploded when he returned. So
yeah, and it's like a song about resiliency too. Almost, it kind of feels like it's talking about how resilient he is. I love it.
We love that.
Number 5.
Number 5.
As soon as I saw this wrestler, I knew that I would really enjoy their theme. And when I listened to this theme, I felt it was going to be weird. And it was. It was a bit. The fact that it was in B minor and then having those extra notes in there outside of the key, because I was looking for the colors, and it did give a sense of colorful, stormy clouds. And I said that this fits this person so well, at least from what I saw. So my number 5 is like just like the playing with the different types of sounds and the stretching of sounds and going in between pitches and just playing with different timbres. I just really enjoyed Asuka.
Yes.
I really did.
Yeah, Asuka's what is that? Tomorrow?
The
What's the
Future.
name of
The
Future? Okay, I knew it wasn't the Future.
Something. Same thing, same difference. Synonym.
The
You got
Future.
it.
So good. Like Asuka's theme song. Again, another one of those ones, the minute it hits, you know who's coming out.
Yeah, and I think it's interesting that this was so high up, especially because I think that Asuka adds so much to the theme. Like, I mean, she was on an undefeated streak for a lot of days, I'll say, in when she was in the development NXT, long time, exactly. And so, like, the fact when you heard that theme, it's like, oh no, Asuka's coming and she's unbeatable, and that's not the Asuka we get now. But the fact that the theme song still delivers is very, very interesting. And it's cool to hear that she resonated with you, because I think that WWE doesn't give her flowers nearly enough. So
I felt like why is she in this position right now? I mean, I know like everybody loves Bianca. Bianca's awesome, but I would love for Asuka to get her shine as well.
Same.
It kind of she's always been in the like the main title card, like at the top of the card, but she just came back from injury a few months ago, so it was kind of like, and she was gone. She had broke her arm, or like she broke it, right, Matt? It was
her arm, her teeth. It was a lot of.
It was a lot. So she was out for like a year or so. She just came back in like June, I want to say. She just came back in June. So it's just one of those things where like she was like at the top, she was doing a lot. She gets taken out for such a long period, and you come back and like you're trying to figure out where to place her now.
Right.
Yeah, but they definitely value her. Like she's got so many accolades. Yeah, in the WWE. All right, where are we at? 4, 3.
Number 4.
Number 4. I heard this and I just said, "Ooh, Mm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wow.
this song held me from second one and said, "You are putting me in the top 10, and
Wait a
there's
minute.
nothing you can do about it." So I'm just like, all right. So that, of course, is this one. Like it was just it. Oh, the rapping, the shout outs, it was I was like, I know who was about to come out, and I'm here for it.
Yeah. And the Usos theme song, I mean, talk about a theme song that really kind of just propelled their characters, because before the Usos changed to this theme song, they had a different theme song because they were like faces. They were like really like colorful paint on one half of the face,
Yes.
like
Yeah, I
we're here
remember
to
that.
play.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
You So Crazy era, like, and their theme song was like, you know, really upbeat. And then when they finally had turned heels and they first just got the instrumental to this, and just having the instrumental was like like, even just the instrumental was like really hard. And then all of a sudden one day they came out with the rapping vocals on top of it. It was done.
And the shirts and everything else. And
The
so like,
shirts,
and then
yep.
like it's a thing that they reference too. So the theme song is so central to their characters. It's definitely not them, but it's like that's what we want in wrestlers. We want the full package to be cohesive and comprehensive. And for them, it's both. And so they're, I mean, even looking at like the image of their shirts, it's like there's definitely imagery from their tattoos. Like what? Their brand is stronger with Mr. Roman Reigns in, you know, hanging around in the background, in front, wherever he wants to be. But love it.
Yeah. All right, top 3. So let's get into it. Number 3.
Now, I heard this and I said, "Oh yeah." Yeah, this one was just I'm just gonna play. I'm just gonna let this theme speak for itself, because yeah, it definitely. Where is it? Wow. Oh, I found it. Okay. Oh, it's not. Of course, I have to press play.
The tension.
My goodness.
The tension.
I know.
The build up. Oh. Classic.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just classic.
So good. It's so good. The glass breaking. Yeah. And you know, playing with the kind of an E Phrygian kind of a deal, which Phrygian is the scale that starts on the 3rd degree of the scale. So you have major and minor. You know, major starts on 1, minor starts on 6. Phrygian starts on 3. And so Phrygian scale would sound like, and so playing around with that is just, it's, oh god, it works so well for especially in this key, for bringing across coldness, for bringing across
Oh.
Wow.
Yeah,
Cole,
it just was so good. And that Austin
We love
316 shirt is just like, so good.
yes, cold, just like those ice cold beers.
Yeah.
He's drinking it all. Stone Cold says to kick your ass. All the things. Okay, there's Stone Cold. We have him. We love him. And yeah, like it's still iconic. Like it still could get that reaction from people. So
yeah,
I'm into that. It's a funny one though, because it's really like that glass shattering that makes, I think, all the difference.
It really does. Yeah.
All right.
Now,
duking it out.
Number 2. I would be remiss if I didn't put this one at number 2, just because it was so it was in my ears. If you told me say a wrestling theme, like
Yeah.
and even the memes just took it even further.
Yeah.
And his name is John Cena. You could not escape this theme.
Yes.
You were
Mhm.
hearing it whether you wanted to or not. But also, it's so iconic.
It is. I mean, honestly, did John Cena have any? Well, he did. Not me.
No.
Disrespecting word life. But anyways, this is
Oh.
the most the most iconic theme song, probably in like one of the ones in like wrestling history. So, not
Yeah.
surprised at
Yeah.
all.
And you know what? I think it's poetic, Aaron. You mentioned John Cena being inescapable, or the theme song being inescapable.
much.
I feel like that was him with wrestling. Like he,
Mhm.
in so many ways, there are people who loved him, loved the theme, loved the whole package. Also, people who didn't want anything to
Yeah.
do with him for so long.
Yeah.
Now he's at a point where I think people appreciate him, but like, you kind of gotta
Yeah.
like, he's John Cena. He's polarizing, and maybe that's one of the best things about him.
Yeah.
Yep. All right.
Wait, so we have one more.
One more
Yeah,
left.
I don't think you'll guess my number one. This took me
Oh,
by complete surprise. I was not expecting to put this at number one. I pressed
my gosh.
play. This was the only theme to make me get up and start like fist pumping and like
That's awesome.
I was like I
Oh,
was
God, now I'm
taken
excited.
aback. I was very taken aback by this theme.
Wow.
Matt's
And I
anxious.
just felt like if I
I'm
was
ready.
sitting in the room watching this
So
live,
stressed.
I feel like this theme would make me get up every time. Now,
Aaron!
I don't
I'm
have a
stop
familiarity
sweating
with
right
this
now
stuff.
over here. Like, come on, the people,
Okay.
we can't guess it.
Yeah.
Everyone, there's
and
all
hopefully
sorts
you
of
could tell me more
themes.
about who this wrestler is, because I did not know who this person was. But I was very
Oh.
surprised by their theme here. So I'm just gonna play this for you.
This is my brutality!
I heard that and I said, hold the phone. I need to get up right now. I was like, whoa, what is happening?
Oh my gosh.
Brutality really.
Well,
really,
that's
This
Yeah,
is
that's that
I know.
That's our mama. That's our mama.
Mother. Or
Really.
Poppy. That's actually Poppy, actually. That's Rhea Ripley.
Oh, it is Pop. That's who. Oh, okay.
Yes.
Then I do know who this is.
From the Judgment
Okay,
Day.
she just looks
Yeah,
so
that's your
she looks so
Poppy.
different from the poster because she has blonde hair here. And I
Yes,
didn't
that's
connect that this was her. Oh, okay. Well
yes.
then, Mother. Well, yes, Mother definitely had me. Okay. Well, now seeing this, yeah, no, absolutely, because
Full package.
B minor is, as I said before, is sort of gray to me. So in terms of punniness, it is the color of metal, and so it's kind of goes very well with this genre, goes very well with who she is, and yeah, she had me. She can get it. She can.
Just like Dominic.
I would join if she asked me.
Oh,
I really
love
would
this.
join Judgment Day if she asked me.
You don't have a choice.
No.
This is-
Mother asked. I have to do it. So
This is Rhea's theme song as a solo competitor. So this is like what she had before she joined Judgment Day. It is kind of sad that we don't get to hear it as much anymore because she normally
they
just
don't
comes
play it
out.
anymore? Oh, that stinks. Because I
Just
really like
recently.
this theme. I would,
Yeah.
yeah.
So when they all come out, they'll play the Judgment Day theme song.
Oh, okay.
She hasn't really, since she's been like running around with the Judgment Day for the past like 3 or 4 months, she hasn't really competed in like women's matches in a while. So
Yeah.
we'll see what she does like if she'll still have that when she competes in women's matches. She's been just like throwing around Dominic for the past few months. So,
and everyone wins.
that
right.
was so great.
Right.
Thank you so
Seriously.
much, Aaron, for
Yeah,
doing that.
absolutely.
We're so glad that we could this is a music theater major describes wrestling theme songs. That'll be it. That'll be
Wow.
Yeah.
if you want to hear like more from us here at the Wrestling RHAPup podcast, you can go to robhasawebsite.com/wrestling feed in order to listen to the full podcast.